I'm Hayden, and I do lots of different mediums of art. Just whatever feels right.
Honestly, I don't have a specific favorite. I like drawing sometimes, like mostly sketching. Spray painting has been one that I like quite a bit. Since I've gone to like Photoshop and Illustrator, I've started to like those quite a bit too. I don't know. Depending on what it is, I feel like different mediums hold a different kind of like reality to them, and just depending on what you're using, you can, and what your talents are, you can create some just, I don't know, either really realistic or just really powerful pieces. I think what really got me started in art was doodling in high school when I didn't want to do what I was supposed to be doing. Mine wasn't even really drawing at all or even trying. Like it was just doodling. Like I'd just be doing the thing where you like draw like the repeating pattern where it's like a blob and then you like outline that blob with a space in between it. Well, when I found out I had MS, how it really happened is I just woke up one morning and my legs just weren't really working that well, and like I couldn't really lift them more than about 3 inches. So I had my dad take me to the hospital, and they, over the course of about an hour, they got to where I could only lift them an inch. So they kept me overnight, and I just slowly digressed till the next day where they were talking about putting me on a respirator and stuff because I couldn't. I was numb from the chest down. My hands were stuck into claws, and I had double vision. Yeah, after I went blind for it lasted probably like a day and a half, 2 days maybe. I went and got steroids at the hospital, and that kind of like helped out, and I guess it made it clear up faster. Yeah, I got a spinal tap the first night I stayed in the hospital, and it actually, what I found out, it came back negative for MS, and what I found out is that 15-ish% of people with MS don't show up on a spinal tap. 2 months out of the hospital, I would say. I actually got fuzzy spots on the corner of my eyes, and by the next day I could see out of the very smallest corner of my right eye. It took about 2 weeks to start being able to move my hands again, and after I'd been released from the hospital after about a month, MS has kind of changed my art all in all, just because when I couldn't use my hands and I was learning to move them again, and they just didn't have the strength or the coordinations that they needed to draw a nice picture or straight lines anymore. So I guess I kind of gravitated towards, I mean, I've always been more into scribbling and sketching, but I guess more into that and pastels and just things that were easier to move, and that kind of went in towards spray painting because it's more just an arm movement and just how far away you're holding the can. And I've sold some spray paintings of galaxy scenes, scenes of pyramids with galaxies and landscapes, and since I've started learning how to do digital art, I've also sold some digital art to a local vape shop that they use for their labels and stuff. What I'd like to do with my art, I would say, is I'm leaning more towards graphic design, partly because I guess there's more industry in digital art. I'm just honestly hoping to be able to do something I really enjoy.
So happy.